Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. The sun is shining. It looks fairly nice outside. I haven't been outside yet. But I hope you guys are ready for some chair yoga. I'm gonna flip my camera to face my seat, and I will see you over there. Morning, Katie. Oh, it's kind of quiet this morning. I only see 2 people so far. Morning, Luann. There we go. Now we're getting some people joining. Alright, I forgot to set up my computer, so I'm not going to be able to see anybody once I sit down. But I'm going to go to my chair so we can get started. Good morning. I hope you guys are ready. I'm using an old class from last spring because I just thought it was a really good, when I was reading through, kind of covers a little bit of everything. We've got some balance in here, some standing poses, some twisting, some shoulder stuff, some heart openers, so kind of got a little bit of everything covered. So find your seat wherever you're comfortable. I always sit with my legs sucked up into easy pose, but I know that's not comfortable for everybody. So legs down, really wherever you want to go in your chair. The biggest thing is to make sure that your spine is nice and long, so you're sitting up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back so the shoulder blades are going right down the back. You don't want your shoulders up around your ears. Legs, like I said, wherever you're the most comfortable. Keeping in mind that you're staying here for a few minutes, so wherever you start, you want to make sure that you're not going to be, wiggling all over the place. You want to make sure that you're comfortable where you sit. All right, so let those shoulders relax down the back. I want you to close your eyes or just turn your gaze down towards the floor. Let your jawline relax. You're going to slightly tuck the chin, drawing that jawline back so you're lengthening the back of your neck. And then find your breath. Nice, slow, deep inhales. Completely filling your lungs up. Feeling your bellies expand. Your rib cage expand all the way up into your chest. And then very slowly exhaling your way all the way back down. just slowly start to rock your head side to side, front to back. Just releasing any tension that you notice there. Biggest thing to remember with this is your head is not a ball socket joint, your spine connection to the skull. So you really want to keep those motions side to side and not circular. So you don't want to be going in a circle. Slowly bring yourselves to the center. If you have your eyes closed, you're just going to blink them open. And if you have your legs up, we're going to bring them down so that our feet can be to the floor. So you're just planting those feet at a comfortable space for you, and we're going to twist ourselves open. So we're going to twist to the right first. Left hand is going to go to the outside of that right leg, and then right hand to the back of the chair. So you can hold the side, the top, or all the way over to the left side of the chair, just keeping that right arm straight if you're going that far. So bring yourself back to the center, and same thing, other side. So right hand over, left hand to the back of the chair, holding the left side, the top, or all the way over to that right side. Slowly bring yourselves back to center. Cross your right ankle or your right leg up and over. Our left hand is going to hold the side of the chair. And inhale, bring your right arm up and overhead. So you can put a bend in that left elbow, sinking yourself in, trying to get a nice deep stretch, opening up that right side body. Inhale, bring yourself up. You're going to uncross and then recross your left ankle or your left leg. Right hand holds on. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and overhead. Again, same thing. You can bend that right elbow, sinking in a little bit more, reaching through those left fingers. Inhale, bring yourselves up and uncross those legs. So we're going to do a shoulder stretch. We're going to do eagle arms, so just the top half of that eagle pose. Eagle pose is a standing balance, so we're not going to obviously put that bottom part in. We're just going to use the top half. It's a really good shoulder stretch for those of you that may have big shoulders that have been sitting at their computer working from home or whatever it may be. So bring your arms out straight in front of you with the palms facing the ceiling. And you're gonna stack your right arm over your left arm. If you can get your arms to stack at the elbows, that's a good spot, or even further down into more of the forearm. It all depends on your chest and your arm and your shoulder flexibility. So I'm stacking my elbows, and then I'm gonna bend those elbows so I can bring my arms together. So right now I have the backs of my hands together. That's totally fine. Some people maybe but like this with the palm to the back of the hand. And if you can go all the way, you're gonna go fingers to the palm. So whichever way you guys can get your arms to wrap up. From there, right now your elbows are probably kind of resting on your chest. You wanna press the fingertips up so the crease of the elbow is gonna be about nose level, okay? So you should feel the pull, right shoulder a little bit more than the left shoulder because our right shoulder or our right arm is over the left. And then we're gonna twist to our left, and it's gonna give you more of a stretch. So if I come to the front, so I'm going from center and then twisting to my left. So I'm only twisting from my belly button. The only thing that's moving is my arms. My legs are staying flat to the ground. Good, so you're gonna slowly come back to the center, unwind, let those arms go, roll those shoulders out. Good. So take your right arm, go straight out to the side, across the chest, and give it a pull. So we're just gonna get into those deltoids a little bit on that right side, yet. Good, so slowly let it go, roll it out. That right side should feel nice and stretched and open now. So same thing, we're gonna do the left shoulder now. So you're gonna bring your arms back out, so we're gonna stack them for eagle arms. So left over the right, wind them up to wherever you're able to wind them. Press those fingertips up towards the ceiling, crease of the elbow is about nose level. Your spine stays nice and long as well. So you should feel that pulling in the left shoulder to start. And then you can stay here, or you can deepen by twisting to the right, getting more of a pull in that left shoulder. Getting everything nice and opened up. So slowly bring yourself to the center, unwind, bring those arms down, roll those shoulders out. Left arm is gonna go straight out across the chest, give it a pull using that right hand, getting into that left deltoid. Good. Go ahead and let it go. Roll those shoulders out. Good. All right, just gonna move my coffee cup over a schmidge here. So we're gonna bring our feet so they're wide as you're comfortable. We're gonna bring our hands behind our backs. We're gonna interlace our fingers. I want you to take a big inhale, pulling the fist down to the seat of the chair, arching up so you're pulling that heart forward. And then I want you to hinge from your hips. Your fist is gonna go up towards the ceiling. And as you inhale, use that core, bring yourselves back up. You're gonna unlace those fingers. We're gonna big inhale again. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Bring yourself back into the fold. This time, fingers are gonna come to the floor. If you can't reach the floor, remember to use a prop. If you don't like to float, you can always use something underneath your hands. Or you can keep your hands on your legs or your elbows on your legs so you're only hinging that far. Whichever way is most comfortable. Remember, this is your practice, so you need to go wherever you are comfortable going. So I want you to walk your fingers over to that right foot. So right hand can rest right on that right foot. If you're using a prop, you're just bringing it over probably to the inside of that right foot. And then from there, we're going to take the left arm and we're going to reach up towards the ceiling, straighten that right arm out. Good. Come back down. You're still on that right side. Inhale. Bring yourself to the center. So we're going to do those two things over to the left. Good. So walk your fingers to the left side. Again, your left hand can rest on that left foot. If you're using a prop, bring it over there. Find wherever you're comfortable on that left side, okay? From there, you're gonna press the left hand down, straightening that left arm, reaching up with that right arm. Bring it back down to that left side. As you inhale, walking your fingers to the center. I want you to heel toe those feet in, so you're bringing them in closer to hip distance apart. But as you inhale, use your core, bring yourselves all the way up to your seat. All right, let's do a couple of sun salutations. So plant the feet. You're about hip distance with those feet apart. Remember to have your props handy if you need them for any of these upcoming things. If you need a strap to get around so you can squeeze your legs in better, or a towel or whatever you may be using. So get those things handy, and then you're gonna find your seat. Feet are hip distance, roll the shoulders back, spine is nice and long, hands to heart center. Inhale, exhale, inhale, sweep up. We're gonna add in just a little baby back bend here. And then as you exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. You can let your belly rest on the thighs, or you can wiggle the feet apart so the belly goes between the thighs. It's really wherever you're most comfortable. Letting the neck and the spine be nice and long. Let your head be heavy. It'll lengthen the spine and the back of the neck for you. As you inhale, bring hands to shins, half lifting. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, curl your spine, come up to your seat. Right leg is going to squeeze in first. So you're going to interlace those fingers, squeezing around that right shin, right knee, wherever you're comfortable reaching. Again, you can use a strap or a towel or a scarf or anything around your right leg to help you squeeze it in. Spine is long, so you're reaching through the crown of the head. Shoulders are staying back. Chest is nice and open. So you're going to go ahead and slowly straighten that right leg out just to a half lift point here. So your quads and your core are nice and strong. Spine stays nice and long. You can pick up the left foot to meet the right foot if you want. You can also use the side of the chair to hold on to if you need to. Whichever way works best. Good. Go ahead and bend that right knee, left one as well if you've got the left leg straight. As you inhale, sweep up. As you exhale, fold in. On your inhale, bring hands to shins or kneecaps, half lifting. And as you exhale, fold back in. And as you inhale, curl your spine, bring yourselves all the way up. Take that left knee, squeeze it in. Same thing, nice long spine, keep the shoulders back. Use your props if you need to. Good, so we're gonna go ahead and release that left leg, straighten it out to that half lift point. Quads and core are engaged, spine stays long. Picking up if you need to, holding onto the chair if you need to. Perfect, so go ahead, bend that left knee, plant the foot. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold in. On your inhale, hands to shins or kneecaps, half lifting. Remember, your elbows are always drawing back towards the hips. Core is engaged, reaching through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, fold yourselves in. As you inhale, curl your spine, come all the way up to your seat. You're going to take and you're going to pull that right foot up and in again, or your right knee, sorry, not your right foot. Right knee up and in, spine is long still. And then we're going to move so we can change the stretch to the back line of that right leg by interlacing the fingers on that right thigh, right behind the knee. And then go ahead and straighten that right leg up as best you can. And then you're gonna go ahead and flex the foot. So you're gonna point the toes and then point the heel. Notice the different spaces you feel the stretch depending on where those toes are pointed. Good. Go ahead and slowly let it go just to that half lift point. Bend that right knee, plant that right foot. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold in. As you inhale, hands to shins or kneecaps, half lifting. And as you exhale, fold yourselves in. Inhale, curl your spine, come up to your seat. One more, squeeze in that left knee. Nice long spine. Move those hands so they're behind that left knee. Interlace those fingers. Straighten that left leg up as best you can. And then same thing, you're playing around with pointing the heel, pointing the toes. Feeling the different stretch in the front and the back line of the leg. Go ahead and lower that left leg just to that half lift point one more time. Nice strong quads. Bend that left knee, plant that left foot. One more big inhale, sweep yourselves up. As you exhale, fold in. As you begin your next inhale, sweep your arms open. Come all the way up to the top. Little back bend here. And bring those hands back down. All right, guys, let's stand up and pick up our chairs. We're gonna do tree pose. So you guys are gonna put the chair right in front of you so that you can hold on to the chair. I am going to do mine this way so that you can see me. Otherwise this chair kind of completely blocks your view of me. So you're gonna stand facing the chair. You want your feet to be hip distance apart about, and you want to press the weight into the floor using those feet, pressing the big toes into the floor. Using that big toe is going to help you engage the back line. It's going to engage your glute when you pick up, and always keep that core engaged as well. So those are all things that you need to use in regular balance postures when you're in that standing balance position. We are going to use the chair as our assistant to hold on to, but using all of those things helps you so that maybe someday you can let go of that chair. All right, so we're going to pick up our left leg first. So our right leg is our balance leg. So your hip, knee, and ankle are all stacked over each other, and the first thing I want you to do as you're holding onto the chair is just pick your left knee up. Okay? So find that balance, press the big toes, engage the core, spine is long, you're reaching through the crown of the head as you're pressing into the ground. Good. So you're going to take and you're going to externally rotate that left knee, and you're going to drop in. So you're going to drop that foot in so it's to the calf, or it's above the knee, pressing into the thigh. You do not want to put the arch of your foot to your knee. It's very bad because it pushes your knee out to the side, and you don't want to do that. So you're either at the calf or at the thigh above the knee. You're never, ever resting your foot on your knee. So from here, you guys should all be facing your chair with both hands holding on. You can let go with one hand if you'd like. You can bring your right arm up overhead. If you have comfortable balance and you want to dust my light fixture, you can bring the left hand up as well. But remember, you can always use that chair to balance a hand on. Sometimes even just a fingertip on the chair is helpful. It's really sometimes all in your head, holding on there. Perfect. So you should feel the engagement in the legs and in the core. Feel the length in the spine. Grounding in. Perfect. So we're going to slowly work our way out. If you have your hands up, we're going to bring them back down to the chair. You're going to take that left knee and you're going to turn it back in. So you're back in just that standing knee balance, and then slowly straighten that leg out all the way back down. All right. So same thing, other side. I'm just going to flip my chair. You guys should be able to not move if you're at home, if you had the chair in front of you. So this time, our left leg is our grounded leg. Hip, knee, ankle are all stacked, so check in with those things. Press the foot into the floor. First thing you're going to do is pick up that right knee. Remember to find the balance. As soon as you move this knee, you should feel the shift, so you want to adjust for that shift. Pressing the toes, engaging the core. Glute is engaged on that left side. Spine stays long. Externally rotate, and then drop in. Right foot down to the calf, or pulling it up and into the thigh. Again, it's wherever you're the most comfortable, just not on that knee. And then find your space that you want to go to. It's always easier to balance because you always have better flexibility on one side than the other. Balance is very similar. It's usually easier to balance on one foot than the other. So just find your space that you're comfortable. If you want to, bring hands up, you can bring hands up. I really did not center myself under this light fixture very well. You can bring both hands up or just one arm up. Finding that balance space. Perfect. So same thing, you're going to slowly work out of this. If you have hands up, you're going to bring them back down. You're going to hold on to that chair. You're going to turn that right knee back in, and then bring that right foot down to the floor. So Really good balance for both sides is really good to help build up those muscles, especially if you have weaker ankles. Working on those balance postures will help. Use the chairs, they're always there. They're great little tools to use. Oh, go this way, sorry. So we're gonna go into triangle and extended side angle on either side. So right foot is gonna go underneath the chair. Left foot is gonna step back. You wanna have those heels lined up. Sweep your arms open. I want you to take a big inhale. As you exhale, shift your hips back. Reach your right arm forward, right hand down, left arm up. If you have the space, you're gonna take right forearm to the floor, keeping the elbow stacked underneath the shoulder. If you're down on that forearm, the left arm still up towards the sky. As you begin your next inhale, engage the core. Bring yourselves back up to standing. Arms can come down. You're gonna back that right foot up if you had it way underneath the seat like I did, so that you can bend the knee. So you want it just so the knee is resting, and then you can wiggle that left foot back if you have extra space to kind of sink yourself in a little bit more. So you're gonna open back up and you're gonna bring the right hand down to the seat of the chair. Left arm is going to come up so it's overhead, palm is facing the floor, and you're reaching through. So if you have the space again, like I do with the triangle, you can sink down to the forearm for your extended side angle. So we're going to turn our gaze towards the floor. Bring yourself so both hands are on the chair, and I want you to turn those left toes so you're in a lunge. So you should feel the quads fired up and engaged. Your core is engaged, helping you stay here. So you're going to use that left foot because it's behind you, and you're going to launch up so that you are in a forward fold. So hands resting, forearms resting, or backing yourself up so you're just in a regular standing forward fold, wherever you're the most comfortable. Inhale, curl that spine, come all the way up to standing. And we are going to flip so you can see me, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So, triangle is first, guys. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Line those heels up. Sweep those arms open, big inhale. As you exhale, shift the hips back, reach forward, left hand down, right arm up. And then same thing, if you have that space and you're sinking down, forearm is going to come down to the chair, elbow is underneath the shoulder, reaching up through those right fingers. On your next inhale, engage the core, bring yourselves back up to standing. Arms can come down. You're gonna back that left foot up enough so that you can bend the knee, and it's just bumping into the side of the chair. That also helps to keep your knee in line. You can back the right foot up if you have extra space to sink in. Good. So find your space where you're comfortable with those legs. We're gonna open up. Left hand is gonna come down to the chair. Right arm is up and overhead, reaching through those right fingers. And then same thing, if you have that space and you wanna come down to the forearm, go ahead and sink yourself to the forearm. Good. Turn your gaze towards the chair. If you're to the forearms, you're bringing yourself back to your hands and you're turning on to those right toes. So you're in that nice lunge. Firing up those quad muscles. And just like the other side, you're using that right foot to launch yourself up and into a forward fold. So hands or forearms resting on the seat of the chair, or backing those fingers up and bringing yourself down into a regular standing forward fold. On your inhale, curl that spine, bring yourselves all the way back up to your seat. So I actually want you to have a seat on the floor. We're going to do a seated posture on the floor. One more thing, and then we're going to go into Shavasana. So have all of your stuff handy for when you are ready to lay back in Shavasana. If you use your chair for Shavasana, or if you have a blanket or anything for underneath your head, just have it handy so that when we're finished with this, you can just lay back, put your feet up, and you're in your Shavasana position. So we're gonna bring our feet wide on either side of the chair. If you're not on like a carpet or rug space, like this is really uncomfortable for my heels to sit like this, turn yourself so that you stay on your mat, or put cushion underneath your knees. So we're gonna go into this wide-legged forward fold position. So you want your spine to stay long. You should be able to feel your sits bones on the floor. And we're just gonna hinge ourselves forward and rest our arms, or just our hands even, on the seat in front of us. So when you hinge forward and you come into that fold, you should feel the pull on those adductors, the insides of the thighs, stretching out. You can rest your forehead or even right on the edge of the seat. Just wherever you're comfortable. We're keeping the fold really gentle. We don't need to go deeper, but if you would like to, like if you enjoy this pose and this stretch, you can always make the stretch deeper by moving the chair out of your way and coming down to the floor. Inhale, you're gonna slowly bring yourselves back up to your seat. You're gonna bring your legs in and you're gonna get yourself set for Shavasana. So you're just gonna swing those legs up so the backs of the calves are on the seat of the chair. And just get yourselves all set. Let the arms fall open, let the feet fall open, let those legs be really heavy. Any cushion, layers, blankets, just have all of those things on so that you can relax as best as possible. Closing your eyes. Just notice the weight in the feet as they fall open. The weight on the heels, backs of the legs, tailbone, across the shoulders, back of the head and hands, just melting down and into the mat. Releasing any tension that you may have left in your fingers and toes, in your belly, jawline. Releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And breathe. Breathe and release anything that does not serve you in this very moment. Breathing slowly. Soften. And let go. Slowly start to add movements. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Deepen your breath. Bring your arms overhead to give yourselves a stretch. Bending your knees, you can roll onto your side. And as you begin your next inhale, slowly work your way to your seat. guys. So today's quote: may you approach this season with gratitude and a deeply rooted hope that every day will teach you something that is an integral part of your growth. Hands are going to come into heart center. May the long sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Namaste. I hope everybody has a great Monday. I will see you back here on Wednesday at 9 a.m. If you have any requests of something to do, let me know. I'll see you there.